Hi there, Poké fans. I am your humblest Joseph fan, and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. We are about to fight the school kid Mackenzie. That's a really short dress. Luckily, she's too young for me. But they have drawn her proportions such that it looks like she is older than she actually is in this game. Looks right about starting or middle of puberty, let's put it that way. More like middle of, which is about approximately 14 to 16. And I think she's supposed to be about 8. Or maybe 10. But things changed. As you see, I've changed over to Probopass because she is using a Drifloon and I want to use a Thunderbolt. Or any attack that is super effective against flying types. Of course he goes for a stockpile. It seems like the stockpile works every time because I never get that last 5 or so HP done on the Drifloon. Okay, so this time they did the HP restore, but that's not going to work because my next attack, if it hits, is going to take it off. Or take it out, not off. Where is my mind? It's in the bloody gutter. Okay, Scissor grows to level 33. Another Drifloon. Well, this kind of works in my advantage. I added some entry level hazards, or entry hazards. Not entry level, just entry hazards. Was that a earthquake or something? Or some sort of earth attack? I missed it. Nonetheless, I defeated that Probopass, and Prinplup now grows to level 35. I wonder at which level does it evolve. Well, I'm immediately going to find out. It doesn't evolve at 35. It probably evolves at level 36. I hope I did the correct thing here. I think I fought both of those people down there. What was the room's first answer? How am I supposed to know that? Luckily it wasn't 2. I think it was 16. Okay, Ace Trainer Alan. This might be a bit of a challenge, but he starts with a Ghastly. And I start with Matang, which is the best option to use against the Ghastly. In my squad, not in general. In general, a Dark type would be a better option. He goes for Hex, which is going to be quite effective against Matang. And it is super effective. But my Zen Headbutt should take it out completely, and it does. Now the next question is, who's going to get the first attack? Because if he gets the first attack 2 times in a row, then, or even this time, Matang might faint. He goes for another Hex. And Matang is left on 3 HP. Zen Headbutt should take him out as well. Now if he has another Pokemon, I should switch out if I don't want Matang to faint. Damn, that was a stupid thing. And as I suspected, he has a Gengar for his last Pokemon, so I have to switch out in order to save Matang. Oh come on, why is everybody making noise? Okay, so I have decided to go with Prinplup with this one. A steel type attack should probably work. He goes for Nightshade. Luckily Prinplup is not that affected. Let's see how much Surf does. He goes for Toxic. I should have expected a Toxic. I wonder if Toxic would have been an option if Prinplup had already evolved. Okay, that almost takes out Gengar. Ah, what? Oh, I thought he was falling in love, but that was just the effect of him loving me quite a bit. Okay, this Surf should allow me to win this battle. And then I can heal up. Okay, Matang and Probopass levels up to level 35. Wonder at which level Matang evolves. I think that's going to be somewhere along 50. Maybe 60. Well, it's not here. Okay, so I've decided to do it the other way. I've decided to run out all the way and then heal up at the Pokemon Center, but I will not take you all the way down. I'll just go down by myself and I'm coming back. Okay, so this time I'd forgotten the answers, so now I'm just doing the answers to see what doors I have to go through. Okay, not that one, this one. Let's fight this girl quickly. I think Matang is still up front, unless I decided to change things up. Yeah, this is a very pretty lady. Unfortunately, my character is only 10 years old, or else this would have been quite a good opportunity to flirt a bit. Now, for this matchup, Psychic is not the absolute best I can have. The absolute best attack I can have is a Ghost type attack. But Psychic type attacks are not wholly ineffective. And even though I was confused, I still managed to get through the confusion and get rid of this bloody Misdreavus. Drifblim is next. Let's switch out to Probopass. I don't want that confusion to become a problem. Okay, here we have Probopass, and I'm probably going to use it goes for minimize, which means that any attack I use has an increased chance of missing. But let's go for Thunderbolt. This is a Drifblim, by the way. Now what attack was that? My attack falls. Fortunately, Probopass is a special attacker, so that doesn't affect me all that much. Let's see if Power Gem can take it out. Okay, Strength Sapper. That's going to reduce something of mine. My attack fell again, but Drifblim gains HP from that. I wonder how that works. Okay, Drifblim fainted. If you sap your opponent's strength and gain HP from that, what happens when your opponent's attack falls to 0? Does that mean that the strength sap no longer works? Okay, all of my Pokemon are still fully healed. Now the question is, do I want to switch out? Okay, I did it anyway. I think she's going to start off with a Dark type. That doesn't mean that I'm going to accomplish anything with my Scizor, because my Scizor doesn't own any or doesn't have any bug type attacks just yet. But let's see how this goes. Okay, so Gym Leader Fantina is challenging me, and she starts off with a Drift Blim. Damn, I should have started with the Purple Pass up front. I did start with Purple Pass up front. I thought that my Scissor would be up front, but I was a little bit more clever and started with my Purple Pass up front. I'm going to introduce some entry hazards. Unfortunately, I can only put one layer of entry hazards, and then I can start with my two attacks, my only two attacking attacks which I have, and both of those attacking attacks are good against flying types. I'm going to go with the electric type first in Thunderbolt. That does about 2/3, I think. Power Gem should do the rest. It goes for a Hex. Hardly does any damage to me. And Power Gem takes out the Drift Blim. Luckily the Drift Blim didn't do any stockpiling, but she didn't have time to do any stockpiling attacks. I think she's been monitoring all of the other gym trainers and seen that just leads to them losing the battle quicker. Okay, I think a Power Gem should be fairly effective against a Poison type. Although a Rock type is probably better. A Ground type attack might be better against the Poison type Pokemon. But Rock type attack is what I have. Let's see what Thunderbolt does. He goes for a Shadow Claw. Very effective attack that. I wonder if I can get a Shadow Claw for my Metang. Okay, that didn't do all that much. Okay, so now my Thunderbolt has been disabled. Okay, I've decided to switch out. I was just going to say it might not be a good idea to switch out to my Metang just yet. I think before there's an opportunity to attack, this Gengar is going to take it out. Especially if it goes for Shadow Claw like that. 2 Shadow Claws and Metang is done for. And that is way before I would have any opportunity to do any attacks. Now it goes for its Sludge Bomb. You may have noticed it didn't go for Sludge Bomb while I was using my Purple Pass, which might have some way of explaining that in this game at least, Steel types have a little bit of immunity to Poison type attacks. The Metang grows to level 36. Purple Pass grows to level 36. Oh, everyone levels up. Everyone levels up. Which means I have to switch out my Prinplup before it faints, so that it may evolve at the end of this fight. Okay, Miss Magius is going to be a bastard. But I don't think it has any Ghost type attacks. Now the question is, what am I going to do? Okay, I've decided to keep my Prinplup in. Which makes me wonder if that is... Okay, I left it in so that I can get a clean switch into Metang. That's why I left it in. I may have sacrificed my evolution, but it might still happen. Let's see if it does happen. Okay, Zen Headbutt should be quite effective. It goes for Bloody Confuse Ray. I hope I don't hit myself in confusion, because that's going to be... Oh, come on, why does everyone bloody bother me? That's going to be so irritating. At least I don't hit myself. I've now removed 2 or 3 pings from my cell phone already on this playthrough, and now another one comes through while I'm talking, which means I can't actually remove it. Okay, so this time I can't actually attack him. Okay, let's go for a full heal so that at least we are no longer confused. Then obviously Miss Magius is going to attack me with Phantom Force, which is going to do a lot of damage like that. And then I will be free to attack him with a Zen Headbutt. And I almost accidentally switched out. It goes for a bloody another Confuse Ray. So which means I have to dodge another hitting myself event. Okay, Zen Headbutt, and I don't hit myself. So this at least went fairly well. The fact that I healed myself from confusion forced her to try and confuse me again instead of doing a proper attack. She seems theatrically excited for my win. And at least my Prinplup evolves into an Empoleon right now. There we go. Now I have a full squad of steel types. Okay. Now at some point I'll have to get another Pokemon. Okay, what shall I forget? Okay, that's 40. How much does Surf do? 90. No, I'm not going to learn Aqua Jet. I think I have all the attacks I want. Two of them can be switched out. Did I learn Aqua Jet? If I did, that would have been a stupid idea. Anyway, let's get out of here. After we've been released, of course. I wanted to do the sticker thing, but I completely forgot about it. So we are just going to leave over here, make our way to the Pokemon Center and heal up, and then we're going to continue on the rest of the story. I wonder why there isn't a shortcut out of here like there are in some of the other gyms. Anyway, I think we have reached the last one. No, we haven't. Damn. How far is this thing going? Okay, now we've reached the last one. It would have been quite funny if there was a shortcut, and not taking the shortcut leads you into circles, like being trapped in some sort of circular arena. But we have just met up with Cynthia over here, and she is giving me some instructions. As always, feel free to pause the video if you want to read any of the dialogue. Okay, here's the Pokemon Center. Let's go heal up quickly. Now with that done, we can go on with the rest of the game. Let's fly over to the next area. Okay, the next area is going to be over there. That means the lake spirit thing is now starting. Am I correct on that assertion? Anyway, I couldn't get past here previously, but I can now. So let's see where this leads us. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't go for Surf because I don't really need Surf. It's nice to have Surf, but I don't really need it. Okay, let's not run straight into that fisherman over there. That was quite a difficult maneuver. struggling to get over here, and just for a honey jar. Stealing the man's food right next to him. And he isn't even realizing that. Okay, I don't want to fight these fishermen, because I'm trying to get somewhere as quickly as possible. Okay. Ooh, that's a problem. Oh, come on. I did not expect that green person. It's probably a breeder. I didn't expect her to be a moving person. I was first expecting it to just be a static character, and then it was a revolving character, and then suddenly it became a patrolling character. But we have met up with the professor's aide over here, and if you want to know what he was doing, you may as well just pause the video and find out. I have made my way to this Kanalava city, and I am probably going to have to do some fighting, but before I fight Barry again, I think I want one more Pokemon in my team. In the next episode, I will decide whether or not that is going to happen. Okay, so did I start that conversation, or did that conversation start itself by the fact that I just walked into that guy? Okay, okay, old man, what are you up to? Well, what? Okay, you are the move deleter. That might be quite useful at some point. Okay, I think I'm going to go to the Pokemon Center now, before anything else. But as we do that, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.